If you have to spend time with a narcissist or somebody who's high in narcissistic traits, it's really important that you don't spend too much time around them physically, being enveloped in their energy, and that you get lots of breaks so you're not always with them. And just off the bat, you can see why it's difficult when you're in a relationship with a narcissist because, you know, naturally you would be spending lots of time with them. You don't get much of a break. So that's never good. But there are many capacities where you might be dealing with a narcissist and you kind of have to. So the key there is just not to spend too much time with them on an ongoing basis, every day, for example. Make sure you have your breaks. And the reason that's important is because narcissists do carry that very negative energy about them. And sometimes when a narcissist approaches somebody, maybe they even respect the person. Maybe the narcissist respects the person because the person's intelligent, they're not very manipulatable. Maybe the narcissist needs the person because maybe the person worked for them or is their neighbor and they want to be on good terms, so the person doesn't make too much noise. There are certain scenarios where the narcissist per se doesn't really want to target the person in a sense of being extremely manipulating, but they may have to kind of coexist with the person. And even in those types of relationships, so maybe the narcissist is your neighbor, your boss, maybe somebody in the extended family who you don't really need them in your life much, but you do see them sometimes. It's important that you don't spend too much time with the people on an ongoing basis, because with narcissists, even if they don't really plan to want to target you, even if they don't see you as primary supply or a weak person who they see like they want to take something from, when the narcissist spends too much time around people and the people are being kind of nice to them, treating them with respect, they, even if it's not really somebody they're targeting per se, they can't help but start thinking, oh, how can this person serve me? How can I use this person to my advantage? It's because it's in their nature. So even if you're not being targeted as a prime supply by a narcissist, if you're spending a lot of time around the person and maybe you even get on with them well, then very quickly the narcissist starts overplaying their hand, where they might say something that kind of upsets you a little bit to kind of give them that energy boost, because when narcissists can put people's emotions down, it makes them feel good. Or they might want to play subtle mind games with you, or just kind of see how they can use you to their advantage. It may be quite limited in a sense what they can do in terms of using you to their advantage, but again, it's in their nature, it's second nature, and they can't help but always think, how can I use these people to my advantage? So that's quite important in the context of narcissists who may be in your life that you're not in a relationship with them. They're not necessarily your parent that you live with, but it could be a narcissist that could be one layer more of detachment. Maybe somebody you work with, somebody in your extended family, could be a friend or somebody in your friend circle that you kind of have to deal with. Could be a brother or sister-in-law. It could be a lot of people. The key is, if you're getting on well with the person, with these superficial type interactions, you have a good laugh every now and again, keep it at that level and don't try to go any deeper. I would even say make an active effort not to go any deeper from that superficiality, because that's your safe zone with a narcissist. Your safe zone with a narcissist is to keep it at a healthy superficial level. Obviously, that doesn't work when you're in a romantic relationship. Maybe you're married to the person. Obviously, that's really deep. That's difficult to keep that at a superficial level. But with a lot of other narcissists, you can. And if you accept that, you understand that, and you have a healthy level of self-esteem, you will never let yourself get too deep with that person, and you'll never expect too much from them. So you won't expect a healthy give and take. You'll just accept it for what it is. You'll have the occasional interaction, the occasional laugh. Maybe if you work for the person, if you talk to them, it's about the work. It's not about personal, other things. And if it's your like brother or sister-in-law, you won't want to spend too much time in their homes, or just kind of traveling with them. You'll try to make an effort not to do that. And if it's people in your friend circle, you'll make an effort not to spend too much time chatting with them and stuff, but rather you'd rather keep it a bit more closed off. So just realize that you do have a huge amount of influence. We're never 100% in control of everything outside of us, but you have a huge amount of influence in terms of the nature of the relationship with kind of these narcissists in your lives, how that kind of pans itself out. And just bear in mind that even when you feel that, if you suspect somebody's as a narcissist or very high narcissistic traits, and you feel that you're getting on kind of well with them because you only see them every now and again, keep it at that. Accept that's the best it's ever going to be. Be pleased that you have those good moments, and that you don't have to be in very deep with them. And just do your best not to get in very deep with them, because once you do that, it goes south very quickly, and then you get very disappointed.